Hey, have you ever wondered why some people appear to conquer negotiations, sealing deal after deal, while others leave empty-handed? Welcome back to our channel, where today we'll uncover 7 powerful negotiation tactics that will help you level up your game, plus a bonus strategy at the end. These tactics are taken from this book, Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss, which draws on practiced and proven hostage negotiation techniques and sheds light on how the very same techniques can be used in business situations as well as everyday life. If you're ready to transform your negotiation game from a rusty dagger into a razor-sharp sword, then buckle up. This video was made for you. Let's start with a fascinating concept, mirroring. Picture a time way back in our evolutionary journey when we were hunter-gatherers surviving in close-knit tribes. In this world, being able to identify others within your tribe and demonstrate your loyalty within a given tribe is key to survival. That's why we as humans are naturally inclined towards those that resonate with us, with people who in many ways reflect who we are. Intriguing, isn't it? Now imagine using this as a strategy. Welcome to the world of mirroring, a subtle yet powerful technique of reflecting back the significant elements of someone else's speech. But wait, it's not just about randomly copying what the other person says. The secret sauce? This ingenious strategy suggests that echoing the last 3 words of what someone else has just said establishes a unique bond and creates an impression of shared perspectives. So here's a mind-boggling fact. Studies from this book show that waiters who tactically mirrored their customers, repeating the last 3 words of their orders, saw a 70% surge in their tips. But we're just getting started. Let's jump straight to tactic number 2. Next up, we have labeling. By far, my favorite tactic in this book. It's been my secret sauce in countless scenarios, from nailing challenging client negotiations, fostering understanding within my team, to consoling a heartbroken friend. This technique involves identifying and verbalizing emotions or concerns that the other person may be experiencing. That's right, it's about naming the elephant in the room. Are they frustrated, betrayed, disappointed? Bring these emotions to the forefront of your interaction early on by saying them out loud, and watch these venomous feelings start to dissipate, losing their potencies. Phrases like, "It seems like you're frustrated," "It sounds like you're disappointed," or "It looks like you're angry," can work wonders in negotiation by demonstrating empathy and understanding. Imagine the scenario. You're dealing with an annoying colleague who spends all day complaining about work and moaning about any minor challenges that come their way. Rather than disregarding their concerns or diving head first into solution mode, try labeling their emotions first. Doing so can help them feel valued and heard in a profound way, fostering a sense that you're in their corner, that you're both fighting the same fight. In this scenario, labeling doesn't only quell complaints, but it can also turn your annoying colleague into a more constructive and productive member of your team. And here's a bonus tip. Follow up your labeling with a moment of silence, about 3 to 5 seconds. Allow the uneasiness and tension to linger. This maneuver applies subtle pressure on the other side to keep the conversation flowing, giving them the illusion of control. But in reality, it hands you yet another golden opportunity to really just pinpoint their struggles, empathize with them, and prepare your next strategic move. Tactic 4, performing an accusation audit. This strategy is all about playing the psychological chess game, where you anticipate and verbalize the harshest criticisms and objections your counterpart might throw at you before they get the chance to. It's like starting out the negotiation by saying, "Sure, I might seem like the bad guy here," or "This might seem like an unbalanced deal," and then flipping the script to inject solution-oriented ideas and more empathy in your interaction. The beauty of an accusation audit lies in its ability to subtly compel your counterpart to rally in your defense. The moment you lay your cards on the table and apply a little self-deprecation, it prompts your counterpart to reassess their stand. Before you even realize it, they're the ones championing your cause, supplying reasons to why they should partner with you. This strategy has strong parallels with strategy number 2. Both are instrumental in neutralizing negative assumptions, turning them into powerful tools that create mutual understanding and collaboration. Now, let's dive into the 5th strategy. Start with no. The objective here is to get your counterpart to say no early on in the conversation. This subtle shift does wonders. It lowers their guard and fosters an illusion of control on their part. Now, you might be asking, but why? Isn't no a bad thing to hear in a negotiation? Well, the book presents an intriguing argument. An early yes, it says, isn't always the golden ticket it seems. Quite often, yes responses can be masquerading as something else. Perhaps they're saying yes just to make you stop talking, or they might be suppressing their true concerns by opting for a compliant yes instead. So how about switching the narrative and prompting a no early on instead? It opens the door to a richer dialogue, creating space for genuine negotiation. Now, Let's take a look at some real-life examples to illustrate this strategy better. Instead of asking, do you have time to talk? Try inverting your question and ask, is now a bad time to talk? Or instead of, do you agree with this proposal? Go for, is there anything in this proposal that doesn't work for you? Remember, the goal here is to create an environment where the other person feels in control while paving the way for a more honest and productive discussion. We're on to our sixth strategy now, designed to be deployed once you've successfully navigated strategies 1 to 4. At this point, you've built a bridge of empathy with your counterpart, and you've cleverly elicited an early no from them, lowering their defenses. Now, it's time to activate their loss aversion. This book argues that humans, as a rule, are typically more motivated to avoid losses than secure gains. It's a fascinating quirk of our psychology that you can leverage to your advantage. By highlighting what your counterpart stands to lose, if they remain passive, you can spur them into a more cooperative stance. Before stepping into the negotiation arena, take a moment to reflect on the opportunity cost for both you and your counterpart if the deal falls through. Keep these potential losses at the ready and lean on them once you've solidified empathy and are prepared to advance your position. But be careful when using this tactic. Make sure that your emphasis on potential losses does not unintentionally come off as a threat. Such a misstep could leave a sour taste, potentially compromising the possibility of future collaborations. At last, we've arrived at our seventh and final strategy. Ask calibrated questions. This tactic is your lifeline when it seems like you've hit an impasse and the other party is on the verge of rejecting your offer. Calibrated questions are open-ended inquiries that grant your counterpart the illusion of control, all the while nurturing trust throughout your conversation. For instance, you can leverage what questions for discovery and exploration and use how questions as a tactful way to express disagreement while nudging them towards your proposed solution. When you feel like you've hit a deadlock, here are some calibrated questions you can use. What's the biggest challenge you face right now? Or how can I make this better for us? These kinds of questions generate a sense of partnership, reassuring the other party that you're not here to exploit them, but to work towards a collaborative and mutually beneficial outcome. For our bonus tactic, let's dive into the defensive realm of negotiation, equipping you against experienced negotiators who might attempt to shake you with the F word, fair. When dealing with more experienced negotiators, you might encounter phrases like, we're only asking for what's fair, or our offer is absolutely fair. These usage of fair words as an attack is designed to tap into our inherent desire for fairness and equality. This can then push us to weaken our stance and lower our offer as a result. When you find yourself at the receiving end of an F word assault, don't panic. Instead, activate strategy number 7 and respond with calibrated questions. For example, if they're saying, we just want what's fair, you can respond by saying, okay, I apologize. Let's stop everything and go back to where I started treating you unfairly and we'll fix it. On the other hand, you can use the F word to your advantage early on in any negotiation, not as an attack, but as a means to build a bridge of trust and mutual respect. For instance, you can start your negotiation by saying, I want you to feel like you're being treated fairly at all times, so please stop me at any time if you feel like I'm being unfair and we'll address it. Doing so carves out a safe zone right at the outset of the negotiation, positioning you and your counterpart as allies, striving towards a shared objective. And there you have it, 7 plus a bonus, proven negotiation tactics to help you get your desired outcome in negotiations. Remember, the goal of negotiation here is not to beat the other side. It's to create a win-win situation where everyone feels understood and valued. If you found this video helpful in any way, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might find it helpful. That's it for today. Till next time.